Hi, I'm Gary Barlow, and this is my little story of the making of Sing. I was asked to get involved with the organisation of the concert about a year ago. We're trying to put on stage artists from right across the Queen's reign, so 60 years worth of music. We've got everybody from Cliff, who represents the 50s, Paul McCartney, 60s, Elton 70s, so we hope to have some music from every decade. Always my personal favourite is Elton John. He inspired me to even touch a piano at 9 years old. We have a real eclectic bill this time. Initially it was kind of like it should just be British, and then there was the whole discussion of the Commonwealth, and actually this show should be all-inclusive of the world. Throughout the sort of planning for the concert, they kept asking at the Palace about this original piece of music. It was going to be such an enormous job to get it right, and actually it wasn't until Christmas time which I had a call off Andrew Lloyd Webber, who I know socially, and I said, well, wouldn't it be great if we sort of got together one afternoon, packet of biscuits, a cup of tea, and see what we come up with. What sprung from that day at his house was this idea of inviting musicians from all over the Commonwealth to be on this record. From our shortlist, we realised we were going to cover 3 continents. At the end of the record, about 250 musicians on our track. And from that moment, I realised, right, we should film all of this, and we should capture this whole journey. While we were in Australia, I was desperate to find an artist called Gurumul, who I'd actually seen on Jules Holland a couple of times. When I first met him, he played me some of his own music, and it was sat looking over this amazing vista, listening to this guy sing beautifully. We went to the Kibera slums, which are the biggest slums, I think, in the world. And from this come these 9 guys who made all their instruments from pieces of litter and rubbish, and they make this unbelievable sound with this unbelievable energy. And so if there was a heart and soul to this whole thing, it's the slum drummers. While we were in Kenya, we were very lucky to find a children's choir, the Kenyan Children's Choir. I listened and heard the voice of a little girl called Lydia, 12 years old, and she actually opens and closes our record. And it was kind of important to me to have, especially someone so young and someone from Kenya on this record, because actually Kenya's where the Queen started her reign. While we were on the Solomon Islands, we had the fortune of going to an island called Malaita, and within this tribe were 10 panpipers. It was too tempting to not try and get them on the record. They make all their instruments themselves out of pieces of bamboo. It feels patriotic, and it feels right for the day. And so I'm very proud of it. I think the more I've been around it and been involved in it, I've realised just what a royalist I am, really. I'm so proud of the whole thing. I'm proud to be involved in it, to be around it, and proud of her as our queen, really. So it's really brought that side of me out.